Hello, I'm Erik Christensen from the NLS Norway Relocation Group, and I want to welcome you to this advanced strategic briefing designed specifically for HR directors, talent acquisition leaders, and the chief executive officers who manage global corporate timelines. Today, we need to address a profound operational blind spot that consistently destroys the performance metrics of your most driven international hires in the Norwegian market. We are talking about the productivity paradox and the severe culture shock associated with the fiercely protected Norwegian work-life balance. When you recruit a hyper-competitive, results-oriented executive from a high-pressure global hub like New York, London, or Tokyo, they are accustomed to hustle culture. They have built their careers on 24/7 availability, answering emails at midnight, and treating weekend crunch time as a badge of honor. During the recruitment phase, your HR department likely sold them on Norway's famous work-life balance as a massive lifestyle benefit. However, I'm here to warn you that what looks like a perk on a recruitment brochure rapidly becomes a source of extreme professional panic once the executive is actually held accountable to global KPIs. If your multinational headquarters expects the Norwegian office to operate on an Anglo-American rhythm, you are setting your newly relocated leader up for a catastrophic failure. The first major shock your international executive will encounter is the 4 o'clock exodus. The standard Norwegian work week is strictly kept at 37.5 hours. Norwegian workplace culture operates on a high-efficiency, high-intensity model during core hours. But the boundaries are absolute. When the clock strikes 3:45 p.m., the office empties. Employees leave to pick up children from the barnehage, kindergarten, or head to the ski tracks. When your foreign executive tries to schedule a strategic brainstorming session at 4:30 p.m. on a Thursday, they will be met with empty chairs and bewildered looks. This daily friction is compounded by the weekend blackout. In Norway, the weekend is sacred, often revolving around the hytte, cabin culture. When your global executive sends urgent weekend emails expecting a rapid response, they are met with total silence until Monday morning. To a foreign manager, this lack of immediate response is often misread as a lack of ambition or dedication. But the true crisis arrives during the summer months, creating what we call the Q3 black hole. Under the Norwegian Holidays Act, Ferieloven, employees are legally entitled to take 3 consecutive weeks of vacation during the main summer period, known as the Fellesferie, communal holiday, which typically consumes the entire month of July. This is where the paradox detonates. Your global headquarters in Houston or Singapore is demanding aggressive Q3 deliverables. The foreign executive, desperate to impress the global board, attempts to push their Oslo team to skip vacations or mandate summer overtime. They quickly discover that in Norway you cannot simply buy your employees free time. Attempts to cancel leave or force weekend crunch time directly violate the Arbeidsmiljøloven, the Working Environment Act. When the executive realizes they cannot force the team to work, the psychological toll is devastating. Terrified of failing their global mandate, the isolated executive attempts to compensate by doing the work of 5 people. They work 80-hour weeks while their team is off hiking in Lofoten. They burn out, grow deeply resentful of the Norwegian system, and ultimately they lose all tillit, trust with their local team. A manager who cannot respect the Fellesferie is a manager who cannot lead in Norway. Furthermore, attempting to implement a global reward system to drive overtime completely misfires. In egalitarian Norway, dangling massive cash bonuses to encourage a team to sacrifice their weekend often triggers the law of janteloven. The employees value their avspasering, or time of in lieu, far more than they value the extra taxable income. The foreign executive standard motivational toolkit is entirely ineffective. At NLS Norway Relocation Group, we help multinational corporations bridge this gap through timeline localization and proactive leadership coaching. You cannot simply drop an American or British executive into Oslo or Norway and expect them to magically synchronize global demands with Norwegian labor realities. We work with global HQ and the incoming executive to recalibrate expectations before the contract is signed. We teach your foreign managers how to implement synchronous workflows, how to front-load Q3 deliverables before the July shutdown, and how to harness the intense, focused productivity of the Norwegian 37.5-hour week, rather than fighting against it. If you want your multi-million kroner global leaders to succeed without burning out, you must align your global corporate timelines with the realities of the Norwegian calendar. Please visit our website at nlsnorwayrelocation.no, nlsnorwayrelocation.no, to learn how our advanced corporate coaching solutions can protect your executive talent from the productivity paradox and ensure sustainable, high-level output in the Norwegian market. We look forward to partnering with you.